Hey everybody, welcome back to Blissful Hearts Farm, and Sasha welcomes you as well. I wanted to do a quick video on ACL setbacks. If you're watching this video, either you're afraid your dog is going to have one or could be having one as we speak or did just recently have one. Can they happen? Of course they can. What I want you to think of is a boxer or MMA fighter. Once they've had their eye split or their forehead split, even their lip, once that happens, that tissue's kind of been compromised. So a lot of times in another round, another fight, within round one or two hits, bam, it's busted back open. The same thing with muscles, ligaments, tendons. Okay, once those have been compromised and injured, they tend to be a tad bit weaker and can be re-injured. But guess what? The good news is if you are like me and use red light therapy to heal your dog, woohoo, number one, and good for you. But the good thing we have on our side is that red light, because what does it do? It helps to jumpstart those cells. It helps cellular death from happening. Okay, so we're going to strengthen those areas, those tendons, those muscles, those ligaments. So that's going to help strengthen that so that it doesn't tend to happen as quickly or as severely as far as something getting re-injured, if it happens at all. Now, I'm going to share my story. Last month, we had a small setback with Sasha. She was coming up the front steps and tripped in the hind end. She immediately kind of started to be a little ginger, and I was like, oh boy, and she kind of had a limp, and I was like, that's it. Immediately, the key, two keys, being proactive and being aggressive. That's what you have to do. I got her in immediately, got my red light out. She got into spa position, I call it, because she loves her red light treatments. Started the red light, and of course, remember, always treat the good leg too. Okay, we want to keep that leg strong, because when the dog is off, that leg is getting more pressure on it. So I went ahead and red lighted her. I did this for 3 days, twice a day. Then I did it 1 to 2 days for the entire week. Now, the great news is by day 2, it pretty much was not even an issue anymore, and definitely by day 3. And not just did I do the red light, I upped her omega-3 a little bit, and I also put her on lockdown. After that, after her spa treatment, because she had just been outside, she went into her crate and did not come back out other than to use the bathroom and to eat for the first 2 days. Day 3, she came out and kind of laid around us because she's very obedient. She's got excellent energy. She's very balanced. So I just put her on a down, and she kind of looked at me like, okay, I know mom means business, because she knows I'm not right. So she just stayed down and was out, watching TV and being with the family and just kind of lounging. And I was very strict with her mobility for a solid week. And then she went right back to everything being normal again. So, you can nip this in the bud, especially if it's just something like Sasha did. She just injured it a little bit. Now, of course, if you feel like you've injured it to the point, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm back to where I started. Again, you have your own tools, you have your own your knowledge, especially if you've got the red light, be proactive. Start using that light on the dog again, limiting that mobility. And she's like, really, mom, on board. Limiting that mobility and just, being diligent about it once again. Unfortunately, this is an injury that we all, once it happens, it's something that's always going to be in the back of your mind. Not that you're always going to worry about it and fret about it. It's just, the number one thing that you can prevent it is to always make sure that your dog is not overdoing it. Okay, but again, there are accidents like coming up the steps, seeing a squirrel. I've heard all kinds of things where dogs have re-injured their leg. So first of all, do not beat yourself up. This can happen. Second of all, if you've got a red light and you've used it and you healed your dog with it, because I've had so many testimonies of people that have, number one, you've got the tool right there to get this back on track again. And, something else I've done, I went ahead and decided for 30 days I was going to do her wellness points and treat both of her legs twice a week instead of once. You're such a clown. Really, Sasha? Instead of just once a week. And anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later, and I hope this has helped you. And my prayers are with you. My thoughts are with you if you're going through this right now. Just be diligent, guys, and be proactive. Sasha, sit, sit, Good job. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.